Ukraine has marked 3 years since Russia's full-scale invasion. Yesterday on Monday, Deputy Prime Minister Olha revealed that Kyiv and Washington are in the final stages of negotiating a key minerals deal, one that could play a crucial role in ending the war. But does this mean Ukraine is close to securing a peace deal? And if so, what might it look like? This report tells you all.
As Russia's war in Ukraine entered its 4th year on Monday, the Kremlin said it welcomed what it called a new U.S. approach to dialogue with Moscow. U.S. President Donald Trump has flipped the switch on Western efforts to isolate Moscow following the war, as he and his officials engage with their Russian counterparts over plans to end it. Ukraine has said it's committed to a diplomatic resolution to the war. But with Kyiv and Europe shut out of those talks, Washington seems inclined to grant Russia a number of concessions that may be hard for Ukraine to swallow. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has told NATO allies it was unrealistic for Ukraine to join the military alliance if it wants to settle with Russia. Moscow has demanded NATO scrap its 2008 promise to one day give Kyiv membership. It has also dismissed the idea of having NATO member forces act as peacekeepers in Ukraine under a ceasefire deal. In November, Reuters reported that Russian President Vladimir Putin was ready to cut a deal with Trump if Kyiv dropped its goal to join NATO and if Moscow didn't have to make major territorial concessions. How much land Russia can keep is a critical issue moving forward. It now controls nearly 1/5 of Ukraine, or an area about the size of the U.S. state of Ohio, mostly in the east and south. Putin in June last year said he wants Ukraine's troops out of 4 Ukrainian regions claimed and mostly controlled by Russia. The U.S. defense chief in February dismissed Ukrainian hopes of restoring its internationally recognized borders.
Chasing this illusionary goal will only prolong the war and cause more suffering.
For any deal to happen, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Kyiv needs security guarantees to prevent any future Russian attack. But the Trump administration has made clear it will send no troops. That places the burden on European powers, which are likely to struggle without U.S. backing. Britain and France are firming up ideas with allies for military guarantees for Ukraine, according to Western officials. The two leaders will seek to persuade Trump to provide U.S. assurances after any ceasefire deal. Ukraine does have one thing to offer the U.S., its mineral wealth, including lithium, which is key to making electric vehicle batteries. Zelensky rejected an initial deal to give Washington 50% of Ukraine's critical minerals, saying it offered no security guarantees. But with little leverage on hand, Ukraine is set to sign a minerals deal soon. Reuters also reported that U.S. negotiators had raised the possibility of cutting Ukraine's access to Elon Musk's Starlink satellite internet system, which has played a vital role in Kyiv's military operations. Musk has denied this. On Monday, Zelensky's deputy posted on X saying Ukrainian and U.S. teams are in the final stages of negotiations regarding the minerals agreement, adding that Ukraine hopes to sign the deal in Washington with officials there, quote, to showcase our commitment for decades to come.